Equality is a human fact, not a female fact. The existence of human race on earth is impossible without the equal participation of men and women both.
You are right. Girls are equally important as boys in society to maintain the equality. Hello friends, I am Pragati.
And I am Tanishka. And we, the students of class 9B, are here with our class presentation on Girl Child's Day. Dear friends, we wish to take you to Mr. Kulkarni's family. Mr. Kulkarni is a true gentleman. He believes in equality and never discriminated between his daughter and son.
That's my report card.
Daddy, even I want to show you my report card.
I am happy. Both of you have passed with good grades.
As days passed, both the children got admitted in college, and Mr. Kulkarni felt short to pay the fees for his daughter's education.
Oh, can you please lend me 2 lakh rupees?
What? 2 lakh rupees? For what?
I need to pay the fees for my daughter's higher education.
Man, spending so much money on your daughter's education. Instead, spending on your son. It will be an investment.
See, oh, I have never made discrimination in son and daughter. I want my children to look up to me as an ideal father. I want both of them to be successful. It's my desire. If you want to help, that's fine. Or else I will ask for someone else.
Oh my god, I think I hurt you. Don't worry, I will help you.
Thank you. I will definitely try to repay you back as soon as possible.
Mr. Kulkarni was an ideal father. He gave quality education to both his children. When his children got qualified, he wanted them to get settled, and few years later, he did so.
Daddy, thank you for everything that you have done for me. You're the best daddy in the world.
बहीण निघाली भावाची लाडी नेसली माहेरची साडी नेसली माहेरची साडी.
Now the question is, will Vaishnav set a good example as his father did? Will his mindset be the same? Let's have a look.
Vaishnav is married to Janvi and blessed with son Krishna. And it's the time to welcome another baby. Let's see what's going on.
Dad, when will Mama get baby? At home, it was so nice to have my little sister.
It can be a baby boy.
Few days later. Congratulations! You are blessed with a baby girl.
What? Oh my god, why this happens now? Now so much of tension. I have to waste my money on my daughter's education, clothing, schooling. Oh. And what about dowry? Vaishnav, your father never discriminated you and your sister. How can you think like this? He never thought that your sister is less than you. Don't you do this? She is your daughter. It's your duty to take care of her, nurture her, educate her. One day you will realize that your daughter is not less than your son.
As days passed, children were growing. Vaishnav was not happy to have a daughter. He was always in tension. He felt that he is wasting his money on his daughter's education.
Can't you see that she's crying?
Look, I'm getting late for my office. You take her. It's your work.
What?
Krishna, today was your result.
Yes, Dad.
Show me your progress card.
Now, Krishna is petrified and doesn't know what to do.
What is this? Such a low marks. You are not serious about your studies at all?
Papa.
Janvi!
What happened?
Take her inside.
She's calling you and you're not bothered at all.
Look, I'm very upset. You please take her inside.
6 years later.
Krishna, I don't find any academic progress in you. Look, see, he's first in the class. And look at you. You are failed in every subject.
I don't like to study, my brain doesn't work.
What kind of answer is this? Brain doesn't work?
Yeah, you shouldn't have spoken to Dad like this. You were very rude. Don't forget that he is working for us day and night and taking so much of efforts.
Since childhood, I'm listening to all your lectures. Enough is enough. I don't like to study, and you don't start with your lectures. And you don't forget you are younger to me, okay?
Daddy, don't get upset. Please calm down. Otherwise your BP will shoot. Have you taken your tablets? It's time for you to have meal now. Wait, I'll bring your tablets. What happened, Dad? Wait, I'll bring ointment for you.
You are sitting in the same room, but not bother. What happened?
What happened, Dad?
Mama, you need to have the medicines. You haven't had anything. Come, have soup, then you'll have medicines. Come on, get up.
Where are you going, Krishna? Your mother is sick. Go and sit with her.
You and Nidhi are there to take care of her. I'll go and come.
It's 7 o'clock in the evening and Nidhi is coming back from her tuition classes. Suddenly, a group of boys started passing absurd comments on her and she could not tolerate this kind of behavior.
Kandala! Atika Kandala!
Come on, girls. Let's teach them a lesson. लड़कियों को छेड़ेगा।
मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी। लड़कियों
सूटें साड़ी रात दोपहरी डर डर के नहीं चलूंगी, कैंडल जला के सैंडल दिखा के मर मर के नहीं चलूंगी। जान मेरी मैं तुमको ना छूने दूंगी।
What happened?
Dad, when I was coming from tuition, some boys started commenting on me. I gave them left and right. I taught them a good lesson for life. Dare they behave same with any other girl.
This time, Nidhi proved that she is not less than any boy, and Vaishnav felt really proud of her.
As days passed, Vaishnav realized the importance of his daughter. Few years later, both the children completed their education. Krishna somehow managed his family. Nidhi completes her MBBS as well as MD and becomes renowned doctor. One day, Vaishnav gets severe cardiac arrest.
Am I speaking to Dr. Gaurav?
Yes, speaking.
Dr. Gaurav, it's an emergency. Please report on duty. One patient needs to be operated.
But Dr. Nidhi, you've been a renowned doctor. Why do you want me to operate the patient as you are already on the duty?
I can't. Because he's my father.
Nidhi could not operate her father, but took care of each minute details and saved her father's life, and proved that she could equally discharge her duties like her brother.
जरूरी नहीं रोशनी चिरागों से ही हो, जरूरी नहीं रोशनी चिरागों से ही हो, बेटियां भी घर में उजाला करती है।
बेटियां सबके मुकद्दर में कहाँ होती है? घर जब खुदा को पसंद आता है, बस वही बेटियां पैदा होती है।
उंगली पकड़ के फिर से सिखा दे, गोदी उठा लेना माँ, आंचल से मेरा मुंह पोंछ देना, मैला सा लगे जहाँ। दीवारें ऊंची है, गलियां है तंग, लंबी डगर है पर हिम्मत है संग, पाँव पे छाले हैं सांसें बुलंद, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग। बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे। रीति की जंजीरें खा गई जंग, न्याय के मंदिर भी हो गए भंग, जमाना चले ना चले मेरे संग, बोलूंगी हल्ला आवाज दबंग। बेखौफ आजाद है कहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे। पर मरहम उमंग, लाश नहीं हूँ मन जिंदा पतंग, दिल में उम्मीदें और खुशियों के रंग, हर आंसू बनेगा एक नई तरंग। हाँ बेखौफ आजाद है बहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है बहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे।
Pragati, do you know who Anandibai Gopal Rao Joshi was?
Yes, I do remember. She was the first Indian female doctor.
Correct. She had struggled a lot and had to face a lot of criticism from the society.
I can't even imagine how difficult it would be for her to face it all alone.
No, she was not alone. Her husband Gopal Rao Joshi supported her.
Oh, very inspiring.
I know. Jyoti Rao Phule, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and many more. These great people have struggled a lot for the development of women.
Yes, and today we take their names with a great sense of pride and respect.
They are the perfect examples of greatness.
I do agree. Their contribution is priceless.
Come on, let's have a look.
If you have spirit to achieve something, you can achieve it no matter what is the hurdle in your way. This quote can be dedicated to many great people. Deepa Malik is one of them. Deepa Malik was born on 30th of September 1970. She is an Indian athlete. In 1999, Deepa's life took an unexpected turn. She was diagnosed with spine tumor. Even after undergoing 3 surgeries that resulted in almost 200 stitches, Deepa was left paralyzed below her waist. From then, she is bound to the wheelchair. But the disability could not cage her free spirit. She is the first woman to get a medal in 2016 Summer Paralympics and also has 23 international medals as well as 2 Asian records. Now, she is inspiration to many people.
Aspire to inspire before you expire. Hello everyone, I am here to speak few words on Gunjan Saxena. Gunjan Saxena is a flight lieutenant of the Indian Air Force. She is the first female officer and former helicopter pilot in combat. She was born in 1975 in Lucknow. She was born into a humble army family. She completed her graduation in Delhi University and then went on to join the Delhi Flying Club at Safdarjung Airport. She was among the 25 women selected from the group to join the Indian Air Force in 1994. It was the first batch of Women's Air Force trainees for Indian Air Force. She is famous in our Indian history as the Kargil girl due to her extraordinary contribution during the same. Later, she was awarded Shauryaveer Award and she took her last breath in 2004.
Kind heart, fierce mind and a brave spirit. This defines the India's first firewoman. Today, I am going to talk about a 37-year-old woman who has changed perceptions. She is not scared of fire. She plays with fire like a pro. Harshini Kanhekar is an inspiration to us. She is the first firefighter woman in the history of India. Why not? The women can reach moon, but they can play with real fire too. As a young girl, she always dreamt of joining armed forces. She studied from a girls' school in a city of Nagpur. Did she ever imagine playing with fire? No. Some people are born to do such great things, like saving lives, changing perceptions. Harshini Kanhekar is one of those women who inspire us to chase our dreams.
चमक उठी सन 57 में, वह तलवार पुरानी थी, मुंदले हर बोलों के मुंह से, हमने सुनी कहानी थी, क्या खूब लड़ी मर्दानी, वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. Friends, I am here to tell you about Rani Lakshmibai. Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi was a great patriot and one of the most important freedom fighters during the First War of Independence in 1857. Although she fought for her kingdom and the main fact that she refused to bow her head in the front of the powerful, cruel and cunning Britishers, she grew under the care of Nana Sahib, the son of Bajirao Peshwa. At a very young age, she got married and was Queen of Jhansi. She always used to say that, "मैं मेरी झांसी नहीं दूंगी." Thank you.
यदि मैं इस देश की सेवा करते हुए मर भी जाऊं, तो मुझे उस पर गर्व होगा. मेरे खून की हर एक बूंद इस देश की तरक्की, मजबूती और गतिशीलता में योगदान देगी. Today I am going to tell you about Indira Gandhi. Indira Priyadarshini Gandhi was born on 19 November 1917. She was an Indian politician and a central figure of Indian National Congress. She was the daughter of Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. She served as Indian Prime Minister from January 1966 till March 1977 and again from January 1980 until her assassination in October 1984. She was the second most longest serving Prime Minister of India after her father. She was awarded by Bharat Ratna Award in 1971 and Bangladesh Freedom Honor in 2011.
Savitribai. Yes friends, I am here to tell about the first Indian lady teacher, Savitribai. Savitribai was born 189 years ago in Maharashtra on 3rd January 1831. In 1840, she got married to Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Mahatma Jyotiba Phule was 13 years of age and she was just 10. Young Jyotiba was different. He taught Savitri to read and write. While doing so, they both got the same question: why don't girls go to school? At that time, education was restricted to upper caste men, and Savitri was from the lower caste, and that too she was a woman. In their first 8 years of marriage, they opened the first ever school for girls in India. And they were treated like the outcast, but not only from the outsiders, also from the family members as well. This powerful couple responded by opening another school in detail. They opened 18 schools. The number of girls increased from 8 girls to 150 girls from 1848 to 1851. Let me tell you something amazing, friends. The second school opened by Savitribai Phule was opened in a Muslim man's house, and her wife became the first Muslim teacher of India, Fatima Sheikh. Savitribai faced many difficulties in those days. She said, "I am doing a sacred work of teaching my sisters." She said that the stone pelted at me are like flowers. War was against inequality and her anger was against injustice. Every girl in India owes a small thanks to her. She is the reason why girl education in India is at least better. She is the reason why girls go to school in India, and that's the reason why I love India.
बनके आंधी तूफानी लड़ती जाजुन से मर्दानी, बनके आंधी तूफानी लड़ती जाजुन से मर्दानी, तू शक्ति है तू ज्वाला है तू दुर्गा तू ही भवानी, बनके आंधी तूफानी लड़ती जाजुन से मर्दानी. Hello friends, today I am going to speak about Kiran Bedi. Kiran Bedi was the first Indian woman IPS. She is having 3 sisters and altogether they are 4 sisters. No boy in their family. Her father Prakash Lal and her mother Premlata were her role models. They taught her 2 things. Number 1, life is an incline. Either you go up or you come down. And the second thing became her life's philosophy. There are 100 things happen in your life, in which 90% are your creation. It may be good, it may be bad. If it's good, it's your creation. Enjoy it. If it's bad, it's your creation. Learn from it. And 10 are natural. You need to just respond it. She was the one who converted prison into ashram and took several activities like meditation and education for prisoners. She also got several awards like International Women's Award in 1992, Mother Teresa Award for Social Justice by Harmony Foundation in 2005, in Excellence Women's Award by Ashton in 2009. Let's salute this great lady.
God created men and women equal, and He created them different. Different doesn't mean that one is inferior or superior to the other. It simply means different. And these differences between men and women are necessary because of their God's given purposes. A very good morning to one and all. Children of my class have put in their heart and soul in this assembly to spread the awareness that we should not differentiate in between a girl or a boy. And we need to educate girls so that they can achieve their dream. I do believe that whatever happens in this world, it is due to some reason and not an accident. It is this generation where women will rise and exhibit female strength. They will rise for their rights. They will ask for equal rights and opportunities. They will perform difficult tasks and achieve unthinkable. One famous person visited Mother Teresa's orphanage at Calcutta. While going through the orphanage, she asked, "Mother, why there are only girls and no boys?" Mother's reply was heart-touching. She said, "Because these girls are the luckiest one, and this is a place where they will be cared, loved, nurtured, and will be given wings to their dream." My dear friends, it is a law of nature that we should not choose in between girl or a boy. When we kill a girl child in mother's womb, we create an imbalance, and that's what generations will be suffering. This is a small thing that we need to understand, and this is in high time that we need to create an awareness and change at least one mind. Thank you.
Develop an attitude of gratitude. Say thank you to everyone you meet for everything they do for you. I, Gauri Gaikwad, show my gratitude to our dear Father Principal, Father Vasco Dimon, for giving us this opportunity to present our class assembly. Supervisor Teacher Manjusha Thorat for her support. Teacher Lucia, our class teacher, for her guidance and for being a helping hand. Sir Madan for editing, and you, all my dear friends, for being such a wonderful audience. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.
A very good morning to all of you. Today is indeed a very auspicious day because today we celebrate the birthday of our Blessed Virgin Mary. So we wish her a very happy birthday. And in that context, I must say that the class teacher, Teacher Lucia, has truly chosen a very apt topic for today, dedicating this assembly towards the girl child. Through their assembly, they were able to give us this very important message as to how the girl today or the woman today is no less in comparison to anyone. They have all the capabilities of achieving whatever they want to, provided they want to. To the various examples given to us, a very famous firefighter, an Olympian, a para-Olympian rather. Then we have a very famous police officer being presented to us, an Air Force pilot, and the possibilities are many. And I think through this assembly, the children have boosted up the spirit of the girl child. Girls today, you must remember that you are no less than anyone. And there is no need for you to feel inferior. It depends what you want to achieve in life. The possibilities are tremendous. Once you have made up your mind that you want to achieve something, I think you will be able to get that. I must congratulate all the children, especially Nidhi and Gaurav, who've contributed much towards this beautiful theme. And all those who are watching this assembly, I'm sure it must have opened up your eyes and convinced you that if you have a girl at home, you need to educate that girl. You need to give that girl all the possibilities and the opportunities that you're giving to that boy who is in your house. And when you're able to do this, surely India, which is already developing very fast, will be looked up to and respected all over the world. We ask Our Lady to bless us in a very special way, and especially bless us during this time of the pandemic, and also bless the girls and the women and the mothers for all the efforts and the sacrifices that they make in order to make this world and this place a better place for each and every one of us. Congratulations once again, Teacher Lucia and your class, for the wonderful assembly, and God bless you for the same. Have a lovely day.
There's a special day for everyone that comes but once a year. And for you, Mother, that day of days is here. So have a happy birthday, Mary. May all your dreams come true, the way mine had with you. This special day, I like to say I wish you every happiness. I hope you're feeling fine. Now you'll have a real good time, and I wish you happy birthday, Mother mine. I don't know what I'll do if ever I lost you. I'll have no today, no tomorrow. You gave me a simple joy, more happy than you know. And today I wanna say I love you so. So have a happy birthday, Mary. May all your dreams come true, the way mine had with you. This special day, I like to say I wish you every happiness. I hope you're feeling fine. Now you'll have a real good time, and I wish you happy birthday, Mother mine. Be my